Cordia, I'm really delighted to have this opportunity to open this year's Housing Agency Conference in a slightly different circumstances than we might have envisaged. Firstly, I'd really like to thank the Chair, Mr. Michael Carey, and the Board of the agency for your invitation. These occasions are really important, even more so in the current climate. They offer us the time to share experiences, to learn from each other, to ask questions, and to explore the best practices in relation to housing. I particularly welcome the themes of the individual sessions over the week ahead. Key challenges, preventing homelessness, a really important one, housing affordability, sustainable communities, and build your career in housing. They're all hugely relevant and are sure to be informative and productive for presenters and participants alike. I'd like to acknowledge the extremely valuable work of everyone in the Housing Agency in providing really essential support and expertise through your vast range of housing related services and which you provide to my own department, local authorities and other stakeholders, and indeed partners involved in addressing our housing challenge. The workload of the agency has really increased substantially in recent years, which I believe is a testament to your value and indeed your capabilities. There is, however, much more work to do and more progress to be made. It will be through a continued positive and collaborative working relationship between all stakeholders and partners that will make more progress across the housing agenda. As a government, we believe that everybody should have access to good quality homes to purchase or rent at an affordable price. And my mission as Minister is to drive this vision, to support the sustainable and efficient delivery of well-planned homes. We face many challenges in reaching that goal, but we're addressing those already. Over the past decade, demand has outstripped housing supply by a considerable way, and the projections for population growth into the future mean that this isn't going to be a short-term issue. Housing need in the short to medium term is in the order of 30 to 35,000 homes per annum, reducing to 25 to 30,000 per annum in the long term to 2040 as the backlog clears. So how do we address the challenge? The answer is not simple, it's multi-layered, it's complex. Some of the sessions of this conference will explore these strands in more detail, but very little can be achieved without adequate resources. This is why in Budget 2021 the total funding being made to support the delivery of housing programmes is $3.3 billion. This is hugely significant. Key areas of spending include social housing delivery, affordability measures, homeless provisions and preventions, and rental measures. This overall investment will see the social housing needs of over 28,500 households being met in 2021. This includes significantly 12,750 new social homes to be delivered through build, acquisition and leasing programmes, 9,500 of which new built homes. Let me address the issue of homelessness. Ending it is one of the most important challenges facing us all. Our aim is to eradicate homelessness to the greatest extent possible, while also ensuring that pathways for those individuals and families in emergency accommodation are secured as quickly as possible. The most recent homelessness reports show that there are still far too many individuals accessing state-funded emergency supports. However, performance reports by local authorities to my department indicate that to the end of Q3 2020, 4,400 adults and their dependents exited homelessness to a tenancy. As Ireland continues to face the COVID-19 challenge, additional measures must be taken in order to provide safe and secure homes for all our communities. The Call for Housing 2020, launched in conjunction with the Housing Agency, is an example of such a measure, which I greatly welcome. Turning to the crucial area of affordability, a significant programme of work is underway to support the delivery of affordable housing. I've made it clear that I believe in home ownership. I've said that my priority is to bring forward measures over the lifetime of this government which will enable more people to buy and own their own home, like in previous generations, through increased supply and interventions that make home ownership more accessible and more affordable. Recognising the access and affordability issues affecting renters, particularly in the major urban areas of the country, we're also expanding and accelerating the delivery of cost rental homes. In the recent budget, some 35 million was allocated to the new cost rental equity loan, which will support AHBs to deliver approximately 350 new cost rental homes next year. This is in advance of the LDA's planned future output and delivery of local authority cost rental homes. I really welcome the discussion on sustainable communities at your conference this year. It's worth reflecting in greater detail on what the term sustainability means in the housing context. Sustainability is effectively about balance, balancing immediate need with the needs of future generations. It's about ensuring that today's actions do not compromise tomorrow's possibilities. Yes, sustainable housing is good quality housing, which doesn't adversely impact on our natural environment. But sustainable housing is also housing which can be delivered at a price that is affordable both in the short and long term. Affordability and sustainability go hand in hand. If housing is affordable, in my view, it will be sustainable. Another feature of sustainability is the impact of housing on our natural environment. This government is committed to responding to the global challenge that is climate change through our policies and legislation, and we've set really ambitious targets for the decarbonisation of our built environment. These form an integral part of our all-of-government climate action plan. By renovating and improving the thermal efficiency of Ireland's building stock, we can make our homes more comfortable and cheaper to run while reducing emissions and our reliance on imported fossil fuels. One of the key functions of my department is creating the regulatory framework to achieve this. And that's why I was very pleased to note the NZEB now applies to all new buildings. The Climate Action Plan sets a target to upgrade 500,000 homes to a BER rating of B2 or cost optimal equivalent or carbon equivalent by 2030. This represents a really significant increase in the number and depth of retrofit delivery, well above current activity. From 2021, in total across government, nearly 290 million has been committed to retrofit activity, including social homes. Improving energy efficiency will improve the health and comfort of those living in the dwellings, and I want to ensure that as we achieve more energy efficient buildings, we also build healthy, sustainable and durable buildings. I see that the last day of the conference will focus on housing as a career, and I'm really enthused to see this topic as a session in the conference. Our ambitious delivery programme relies on a huge range of highly skilled and adaptable people across a wide range of areas such as planning, engineering, architecture, construction, trades and many others. Similarly, to support vulnerable individuals in housing, we rely on the expertise provided in the humanities such as social care and advocacy. You're at the engine of housing delivery and support. It is in all of our interest to ensure that capacity across the key skill areas is maintained and indeed enhanced. I know that a lot of people have come to work in the housing sector over the last few years in my own department, in local authorities, approved housing bodies and state agencies. I wish you all well in your career choice, and I hope that you continue to develop your skills. There are many opportunities to learn on the job in housing, and also training courses provided by the Housing Agency, the IPA, Irish Council for Social Housing, to help build expertise even more. You'll find more about these training opportunities in the sessions and also get career insights from a panel of people who've worked in housing for some time. It's true that starting a new career in the housing area, particularly during a pandemic, can be challenging. I should note, I'm pleased to see this session will offer career advice and insights as well as information on professional developments and educational opportunities. At the outset, I mentioned the key challenge of housing supply. In any year, this is challenging enough, but this year has given us a global pandemic to contend with as well, the response to which has been absolutely remarkable by our stakeholders and partners involved in delivering and supporting housing. I'd like to take this opportunity to genuinely thank all of you who've contributed in various ways in responding and adapting to this unprecedented event. Collectively, we've made significant progress, but there is more to do, and I believe we can achieve our goals by actively working together in partnership. I hope you will all find this to be a productive conference, and I would like to again thank the Housing Agency for organising this event. Gurra míle maith, Gaibh go léir.